All right, guys. Well, welcome back to our channel. It is Friday, August 16th right now. We are in the car headed to Kalamazoo for the show. So this is going to start the show day vlog. This morning, this morning I weighed in at 140.0, so up 0.4 pounds from yesterday. Honestly, a little bit weird seeing that number on the scale this morning just because stepping on stage in the 140s as a bikini competitor is a lot. But I mean, we are trying to bring a softer and fuller look. So I'm trying not to get in my head too much about it and trying not to overanalyze as well, because I mean, bottom line is I'm just trusting my coach because he knows what he's doing. And the goal anyway was to come in softer. So feeling okay with where we're at. I did my pump up workout this morning, just a full body pump workout, and then got the, what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
What?
I'm just thinking about what did my little hobo do today?
Oh my God, yeah. The running joke is that I'm a hobo now because I got a new job, and in an unexpected turn of events, ultimately what happened was I'll be having the next month off of work completely. So he's been making fun of me, calling me a hobo because I'm jobless. Jobless technically. I just don't start my new job until September 16th. So I get a whole month off work, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
She's gonna turn into that in dodgeball when whatchamacallit, what's his name? White. When White got he was sitting at home and he turned and he was just eating a bunch of food. He was eating KFC. He's like, I won that tournament.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They will, if they know, they know.
But yeah, anyway, so I did my pump up workout this morning, and then I've had 2 meals so far. My coach gave me my first 2 meals, and then from meal 2 on, the plan is to send my weight and then check-in pictures 1 hour after eating every meal. So had my last meal about 2 hours ago, and then I sent check-ins to my coach right before we left. And he is pretty happy with how we're looking. He says we look much fuller and it's a much cleaner look, he thinks. So, and that my posing, he also said my posing looks better too. So that's good to hear because it's obviously something that I've been working on quite a bit. So I'm waiting to hear back right now as far as what my meal number 3 is going to be for the day. I'm really hungry today for some reason. I wasn't, I woke up this morning, I was not really that hungry. But then ever since I had meal 1, I've been starving. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting some more food in me. Right now, we are headed to the hotel. The schedule is honestly going to be it's a tight schedule the rest of this afternoon because we have to go to the hotel first and check in because I'm going to need to send check-in pictures again to my coach and weigh in again. And then from there, we're going to have to pretty much immediately go to athlete check-ins and then rush back to the hotel. And then I will have my tan tonight as well, and then I'm hoping I get that burger and fries that my coach mentioned to potentially be prepared for. So I'm hoping that happens. So that's kind of the plan right now. We're just on the way there. We have about a little bit less than 2 hours.
No, 2 hours. Wow.
Oh yeah.
2 hours exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much 2 hours. But yeah, so I will probably catch up with you guys once we get to the hotel. Okay, well, I left the mics in the car and I'm in a little bit of a rush, so hopefully you guys can hear okay, but we just got checked into the hotel here in Kalamazoo, and then we also just went to athlete check-ins as well, and I have my tan here in we have to leave in 10 minutes, so trying to do this quick, but this hotel is honestly disgusting. I should have known because I booked the cheapest hotel that there was, just trying to save some money, and the reviews were horrible, and rightfully so. You walk in, it smells like cigarettes in the lobby, and the room is disgusting. It smells like mildew. It's really bad.
Let me show you something. See this couch that's got this blue shit and all these stains?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty in here. So yeah, that's fun. But anyway, I'm going to do a quick haul and show you guys everything that I got in my little athlete goodie bag real quick before I have to get ready for the tan. So first thing that I got was this shirt here. Looks like this. I got this in an extra large because I like everything to be baggy. And then, most importantly, I got my stage number. So I'm going to be number 32 on stage tomorrow. I'm glad I asked how many girls were competing in the class that I was in, because so when I registered for the show, usually my height is usually right at 5'6", and so for class B it was like 5'4" up to and including 5'6". So that's normally the class that I would be in, so that's the class that I registered for. But then when I got measured at check-ins just now, they said I was like just above 5'6", so they told me I could be put into class C, but they said that they could keep me in class B. And then I asked how many girls were competing, and they said it was just me. So then I asked how many were competing in class C, and he said there was 4 girls competing. So I asked to be put into class C instead, just so that I could have like people to go up against, because like I don't like to put in all this work and then to show up. I mean, yeah, I would have gotten the national qualification, but then I wouldn't have known like where I would have fallen realistically. I wouldn't have been able to get judged against anybody, so I just wouldn't have been as worth it or as rewarding, I guess. So I am glad that I asked to get put into a different class, and so I'll be competing against 4 other girls tomorrow. Anyway, moving on to the rest of the stuff in here. I got this like little funnel for like protein or pre-workout or whatever people use these for, and a Fit Crunch protein bar, and then a protein powder sample. It says vanilla ice cream flavor. It's a Rule 1 protein. This is a greens, and then I got a couple of energy hydration sticks, and then this is like pre-workout capsules, I think, and then this is a fat burner, I think, and a pre-workout sample. Yeah, that's everything that I got. My coach just responded with my next meal, so I actually have to do that real quick before the tan, but I will catch up with you guys later on. Okay, well, once again, the mics are in the car, so hopefully the audio is okay, but we ended up, I got my tan on, and then we ended up actually switching hotels because it was just so nasty. Like, we realized that it smells like mildew in the room, and we realized that it's probably because the AC was like leaking all over the rug. So the rug was soaked. There were stains everywhere. Like the toilet seat was like falling off the toilet, and it was just nasty. So we ended up actually switching hotels. So we're actually right across from the host hotel right now, which is nice because then I can just like walk over and get my tan. It's literally right across the street from where we were anyway, so it was all like still in the same area. But yeah, thankfully we were able to get another room nearby. We're at a Hilton or Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn. And yeah, it's much nicer and it doesn't smell like shit. So there's that. Also, the microwave in that room was broken at the old hotel, so this one we actually have a working microwave, which is nice, so I can actually eat warmed up food. So yeah, I sent check-ins to my coach. I had my meal 4 right before my tan, which was chicken, rice, and almond butter and Rice Krispies, and then sent my check-ins an hour later after I got back from the tan, and waiting to hear back right now as far as what's going to happen with the last meal of the day. If I'm honest, I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know, I don't love the way my midsection looks right now. I don't really know if he's going to still give me the burger and fries or not. I feel like I look pretty, I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I'm trying not to like think about it too much because I don't want to get in my head.
YouTube, just want to let you know, she's just in her head.
I know. I am a head case.
She looks amazing, and she thinks she looks like crap because she's not lean as a string bean. So
yeah, I do.
This is what they wanted.
I know. This was the goal, and I do feel like this is going to be a very small show. I've only seen like a handful of competitors, which is kind of nice because on the other side of things, like after finals tomorrow, hopefully that will go quickly and we can get out and go get some good food afterwards. So yeah, anyway, Cody and I are just kind of relaxing now in the hotel for the night. We might have to, I mean, it depends what Kyle wants me to do for my last meal. If I'm going to get a burger, we'll go out and get that. But other than that, we're going to be kind of just hanging back. And then it'll be an early morning tomorrow for show day. So I think that about does it. I'll probably do some more updates tomorrow morning and probably put up like my check-in pictures or something like that. But yeah, for right now, I'm just going to relax for the rest of the night. And I will probably see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys, and happy show day. You guys saw I did end up getting the burger and fries last night, which I definitely enjoyed. I feel like that place was kind of like, I've never had In-N-Out, but I feel like it was kind of like In-N-Out style for what I would expect it to taste like. But anyway, it was pretty good. I am really looking forward to the burger and fries from Ironwood that I'm going to get tonight, though, because it's just going to be so much better, and I'm really excited. Anyway, so this morning I did wake up at 140.6. I don't know, when I woke up I was feeling a little bit unsure. I was just feeling like thicker through the midsection, I guess, but then I took my check-in pictures and I was happy with how they looked, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'll put my check-in pictures from this morning up on the screen right here. So sent those over to my coach, and then what he had me do was have 8 ounces of water and 8 ounces of coffee. Then I went and got my second coat of tan, came back, sent pictures, and took my weight again. And then right now it is about 8 a.m. I just had my first meal. It was just 65 grams of chicken and 20 grams of almond butter. My coach and I both agreed that we look pretty full right now, so we're gonna pretty much keep things tight this morning just so I can keep my midsection nice and flat. So I'm honestly thankful for that. I would rather have it that way than have to be loading up on a bunch of food and feel bloated on stage. So he did say to have the muffin ready, so I don't know if he's going to have me have that before prejudging or not. It's 8 a.m. now. I just finished my meal, and I do get another 10 ounces of coffee at 9, which I definitely need. And then I'm going to be packing up the room here shortly because we're going to have to check out, heading over to the venue. We're going to get to the venue around 9 because that's when I have my athlete meeting. And then prejudging starts at 10. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for this morning. I'm going to start packing up some stuff, and I will probably catch up with you guys later on. Alright guys, so I do apologize. I did not end up getting very much footage on show day at all. I kind of just needed to take the time to process everything. It is now several days later. It is Tuesday, August 20th, I believe. So I'm 3 days post-show. So let me just start by recapping the show and how everything went. So in prejudging, when they were doing comparisons, I started off in the middle just because that's how we walked on, because I was the last one to go on. And then I was immediately moved out twice to the very outside. So there were 5 girls in my class, so I figured I was either getting 4th place or last. And I did end up finishing in 4th. Honestly, I was pretty upset. It was pretty disheartening to be moved like immediately to the outside, and it just, I don't know. It was very discouraging, honestly, because I mean, granted, I knew going in that we were still on the leaner side, and I knew that the judges probably wouldn't favor that, but it was just really upsetting. And also, like as I had mentioned earlier, I could have competed just against myself. Like I could have kept my same height class going in, and like here's the thing with that is I feel like it was kind of a catch-22 situation, because either way, like I wouldn't have been happy. Like obviously it sucked. Like I could have at least gotten the national qualification, and so part of me does kind of regret being asked to switch in that sense. But also it's like if I had just competed against myself, yes, I would have the national qualification, but it would have bothered me not knowing how I would have been judged against the rest of the girls in the class, and I would have wanted to know. So I feel like I just wouldn't have been happy either way, unfortunately. So yeah, I am kind of bummed that I basically gave up a national qualification, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to win my class just to be the only one in my class, you know? Like that doesn't really count. And obviously, like clearly, if there were other girls in my height class, I probably wouldn't have won because I was too lean. And so that's kind of where I'm at, where part of me wishes that I would have stayed in the same class just so I would have been nationally qualified, so that I wouldn't have to do a regional show next year. But I mean, maybe it would be beneficial to do a regional show next year anyway. But I also know that I wouldn't have been satisfied if I had just competed in the class against myself. So mixed feelings about that. But I did go up and get feedback immediately after the show. I wanted to hear what the judges had to say. And so the first thing that they said, which did make me feel a little bit better, was they sort of apologized and they said, like, we're sorry. Like, we really did hate having to judge you because we recognize that your placing is in no way an indication of your quality of physique. They said that they recognize that clearly I worked hard. I have a great physique, but unfortunately I just came in, it was too hard for bikini. And so they asked me like what my goals are. Like, am I dead set on staying in bikini, or like, what do I want basically? And I just, because they said that what I could do is I could do wellness. And if I wanted to do wellness, they said that my conditioning was basically spot on. Just take the time and grow my legs and don't build my upper body anymore. They said my upper body and my conditioning is basically right where it needs to be for wellness. And then I would obviously just have to grow my legs because I do not have wellness legs right now, and glutes as well. And then another girl said that I'm basically right where I need to be for figure. And so I could do figure instead. Again, conditioning would be spot on. And then they said that if I wanted to continue to compete in bikini, I would just need to come in softer, which obviously we knew. And so here's where I stand on the whole switching divisions thing. I've been told several times that I could do figure instead, but it's just, for me personally, I want to be able to turn pro and I want to be a competitive pro. And to do that in figure, that would require me to put on a lot more muscle mass, a lot more size. And I just don't think that personally on me, I want to put on that much size to where I could be competitive at the pro level in figure. Wellness, I guess I wouldn't rule out wellness, but again, I would have to take a long time to grow my legs. And I feel like personally for me, I like the bikini look best on myself. I don't mind the wellness look. Like if I were to switch divisions, I think wellness would be what I would do. However, I don't really want to have to take that time to grow my legs. I would honestly rather downsize myself a little bit to fit into that bikini mold. Like I wouldn't mind downsizing my shoulders a little bit because I know that if I ever wanted to grow my shoulders again, that I could, like clearly I can build muscle. My shoulders, especially my shoulders, my arms, they put on muscle really easily. So I feel like downsizing them now is like, it's not something that would bother me at all. And we can definitely come in softer at the regional level next year. So I think I really do want to stay in bikini. That's the look that I like best on myself. And I set my mind to it. And I'm the type of person, when I set my mind to something, I really, really want to do it just to prove to myself that I can. So like, despite how this season went, I'm not giving up on bikini. I feel like we can make the changes that need to be made in this off season and come back even better next year and potentially make next year the year that I turn pro. So currently my goals for this off season are to grow my glutes, one, because I feel like if my glutes are bigger and they have that more density, then I won't necessarily have to get as lean, one, for the tie-ins to show, and two, when I do lean out, I feel like they won't be as striated if there's more mass there. So I want to grow my glutes. I'm really going to be focusing on that. I can downsize my shoulders a little bit by just pulling back the intensity on my upper body days. Right now, I'm only training upper body once a week anyway. So I'm going to be talking with my coach about like training frequency and intensity for upper body, but I'm just foreseeing pull back the intensity a little bit on my upper body days. And then obviously next time around at the regional level next year. So I'll probably end up doing a regional show in the Northeast region because that's out by where Kyle is. And so he would actually be able to like be at that show. And hopefully I can get in front of some different judges that prefer a little bit less of a soft look. I mean, yes, like you need to come in softer at the regional level, which we will. Like that's the other thing too, is like we know at the regional level, when we do our regional show next year, we're just going to come in softer. So I'll probably time it a little bit differently, where maybe do a regional show a little bit earlier on where I'm still like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something, 4 to 6 weeks out from like a national level physique. So there's that. Like there are things that we can do to come in better and have better luck next season. So I think that's kind of the plan. Obviously, I was upset after the show. I was quite upset because I was just really hoping that it would work out for me at that show. And I mean, it is what it is, honestly. I am feeling better now, and I'm very, very excited to go into an off season. I truly am. I'm so excited to grow, to have a little bit more balance and flexibility back in my life. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm not giving up yet. I mean, you lose sometimes in bodybuilding. That's just the way it is. And all you can do is take that feedback, apply it, and come back even better. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I honestly am really, really excited to move forward. I'm excited to make the changes that need to be made. And then next year, I can feel it already. Next year is going to be my year. We're going to come in undeniable. And I'm honestly so excited. I'm so excited to go into an off season with Kyle. This will be my first off season with Kyle. And I feel like we're really going to be able to make the improvements that we need to make. And I'll still be creating content in my reverse, in my off season, just to show you guys how that's going as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.